Photographers and the video. Good heaven. We have the photograph. Okay. Empty hearts and neon lights. Hello, lovebird. Welcome back to the channel. How are you doing? How's the wedding plans going? This is your Fairygod Planner, Odo, and you're watching Before I Do. You already know what we talk about on this channel. We talk about everything weddings, love, relationships, and of course, a little bit of life. And I'm sure you're wondering, when am I going to talk about relationships, love, and life? Well, calm down, relax. I have something cooking. So on today's episode, we'll be talking about wedding vendors, who they are, what types are there, and how to go about selecting the proper wedding vendors, the criteria, right? So who are wedding vendors? Wedding vendors are also known as suppliers. They are suppliers who offer products or services to businesses or consumers. Without the right vendors, you do not have a wedding. So you need vendors to bring the pieces of the puzzles together. So there are different types of vendors out there. We have vendors for photographers, caterers, cake designers, hair and makeup artists, stationery designers, graphics designers, the printers, name it. There are so many vendors out there that you could hire to bring your wedding elements together. So how do you go about hiring these vendors? This is what I'm going to show you on this video. So the first thing to do here is to look at the quality of their work. We are in the age of the internet. Everything is basically on the internet right now. Social media, any kind of platform that people use to showcase their work. So you want to look at the portfolios, whether it's on a website, whether it's on an Instagram page or Facebook page. Before you hire any vendor, look at what they have done before for previous clients to be sure that they know what they're doing. Check out the quality of their work. If it's something that resonates with you, if it's something that you really like, then you want to hire them based on the quality of the jobs they have done. The second thing here is to look at the experience and the expertise. Experience and expertise are two different things, actually. So how well do they know what they know, and how long have they been doing the things that they know? So experience and expertise are two different things, and you have to look out for these things before hiring any vendor. The technical know-how of a vendor is practically how well they practice their craft and how good they are at it. And the experience of a vendor is how long they've actually been in the game of practicing the craft. So before you hire any vendor, you need to look at these two things, two in one actually. So the next thing here is referrals and reviews. So before you hire any vendor, you need to check out the reviews on their social media page, on their website. You shouldn't even talk about hiring a vendor if they don't have proper reviews from their clients. They should be proud enough to showcase the reviews they have from the client, the feedback they get from the clients. Right? Another way to hire a vendor is by the referrals. Who is actually recommending this vendor? Make sure your referrals or recommendations are from trusted sources. It could be your friends, your families, or someone that has been married before. It could even be one of the wedding vendors you've hired. For example, you hire a makeup artist that doesn't know how to style the hair. You might ask her or him, okay, who do you know that can style my hair properly? A bridal stylist. And they will give you one or two suggestions. So that's another way to know, or that's another way to hire a wedding vendor. And make sure that whoever is giving you this recommendation or referral is a person that you trust. The next one on my list here is budget friendliness. How well is this vendor willing to fit into your budget, or how well is this vendor budget friendly? You need to know how much you are willing to spend on a particular wedding element before you even approach the vendor. So after you know your price range, you approach the vendor and talk about the best prices. And if it's not something you can afford, then bounce. You need to hire someone that is actually budget friendly, that would not take a large chunk of your money. The next thing on my list is compatibility and professionalism. How well are you compatible with this vendor? So you can hire a vendor, but you guys don't have any rapport. You guys don't, vibe. Or I'm not talking about the vibes on vibes. This vendor you're trying to hire should give you a vibe that says, okay, pick me, pick me. I know what I'm doing and I can give you the best. So that is the compatibility I'm talking about. And when it comes to being professional, how well are they able to handle the wedding crisis? Because trust me, there will be wedding crises that these vendors should be able to handle from time to time. They should be able to answer questions. They should be able to give you on the go, suggestions for things, and they should be able to be professional in their answers and, clarify whatever doubts you have as a bride or as a couple together. The next thing here is contract clarity. Most vendors these days have contracts that they go about with to give their clients before they even talk about business. So you need to go through their T and C's to know what works for you and what doesn't. And if there is a need to make adjustments in these contracts, then by all means have them do so. So make sure that before you sign any contract, you understand their terms and conditions and you understand what is expected of you as a client or what is expected of you as a vendor, right? These things should be outlined properly in clear terms and they should be able to explain what each of those elements mean. So the last but not the least on my list is flexibility. How flexible are these vendors in their prices, in their services? Will they be able to customize their services to fit your preferences, to fit your needs? Will they be able to bend over backwards for you? You need to know all of these things before you hire them. That is why we have several vendor meetings and follow-ups before actually hiring a vendor. So I hope you were able to learn one or two things from this video on how to go about selecting vendors and the kinds of vendors to use on your wedding day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and turn on the notification bell so that you can get more videos from this channel. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye. Empty hearts and neon